Procrastination is seen as the bane of many businesses. You have missed deadlines, projects incomplete, wasted time, frustration sets in. Does that feel like you? I know I've been there. Now, in this video, I'm going to explain to you what procrastination is, why sometimes actually procrastination is actually a good thing, and more importantly, I'm going to share some tips with you about how you can reduce and minimize procrastination in your business. Let's crack on. Now, procrastination is the delay of tasks that need to be done. We put things off. So whether in our personal lives, that's the tidying up of our house, tidying up of our bedrooms that look really messy. We want to put those off. In our business, it could be completing that tender, completing that project, completing that piece of work we know is vital, but we don't get round to do that. Procrastination is often seen as a bad thing, but it's also a sign, a positive sign, that your brain and your body is saying, hang on here, let's take a break, let's take some time away, let's recharge our batteries. And before we dive into the tips about how we can deal with procrastination, let's try and understand why procrastination happens in the first place. Now, it can be that you're very overwhelmed by what's in front of you. We feel we can't cope, we get stressed, we get anxious, and it's easier for us to think, let's not do this task, let's put it off, let's go and relax and watch some nice videos, so scrolling through social media, and who doesn't love a good cat video? It could also be that procrastination is a sign of boredom. You see what you've got to do as a necessary evil. It's a tedious, boring task, and therefore your brain is going to come in and say, okay, let's get away from this here. We don't want to get bored. We don't want to do that. It's not stimulating for us, and therefore we don't see a reason to continue. Hey presto, in your business, that can have a real negative impact. So having said that, having looked at the reasons why procrastination can occur, what is it we can actually do about it? And I want to share some tips with you that I've learned over the last 28 plus years about how we can reduce and hopefully get rid of procrastination completely. The first thing, look at the task that you've got to do. So whether that's getting a tender out to a client, whether that's completing your accounts, whether that's completing your bookkeeping, whether that's completing a piece of marketing work, social media that you've got to do, whatever that task is, break it down into smaller steps. We're going to be less overwhelmed when we see a task broken down into smaller micro steps, and that gives us a sense of accomplishment, that gives us a sense that we can achieve those tasks. So don't think of it as one big task, think of it as a set of smaller tasks there as well. Tip number 2, distractions. Now, all of us have distractions, whether it's emails that need to be answered, ? Whether it's their phones, whether it's the noise, the hubbub of our team, of our office. And what we need to do is to try and get rid of those distractions. And when I say try, you must do that. Now, it may be that those tasks that you're putting off, you do those at a particular time of day. If morning is your thing, where it's quieter, you're less distracted, choose that slot to get those tasks done. But eliminate the distractions, turn the notifications off on your email, your phone, cut the noise out, and it will be much easier to get on the tasks in hand. Tip number 3, reframe that task. Don't look at it as a tedious task. Look at it as a necessary step you've got to go forward in order to achieve the outcome. Now, who doesn't like the idea of clients signing up, clients engaging with us and saying, yes, we love what you do. We want to buy what you sell. We want to engage your time. We want to buy those products off you. So that proposal is a necessary step to get it out the door. The sooner we get it out the door, the sooner we can have that conversation, the better for us. So don't look at those tasks as tedious, unnecessary. Even bookkeeping can be a wonderful, liberating thing because it gives us that information. So reframe it as a positive step, not a tedious, unnecessary step as well. Tip number 4, if we keep things open-ended, so we have no deadline, we have no target date in which to complete the task, then it becomes incomplete. So set yourself a deadline. So when you've broken your task down into those smaller micro steps and you set yourself a deadline to achieve those and make sure they're sort of realistic and can fit in with what's going on, stretch yourself a little bit, you're going to find it's much easier to accomplish that task if you've got a deadline in place. Tip number 5, if you've got a task to perform, why not reward yourself when you've completed that? So if you manage to complete that proposal, if you manage to get it out the door, if you've managed to complete the updating of your accounts, if you've managed to have that phone conversation you've been promising to do, if you've actually done your administration, done all those activities that are essential for your business and help your business flourish, then reward yourself. It could be a slice of cake. It could be a cup of coffee. It could be a 5-minute respite from your desk where you go off and have a little walk. Whatever that reward will be, make sure you tie in with the completion of the task with the reward that comes at the end of it. Some people like the idea of accountability, and it's a really great thing. So maybe you can buddy up with somebody in your network. Maybe you can buddy up and you can be that accountability partner for each other. So you set those tasks, you agree with your partner or within a group or a network here that you make yourselves accountable. You can check in to see how that's done. So folks, we've got some nice tips how to reduce procrastination. Will we ever get rid of it? Probably not, but that's going to certainly liberate us and make those tasks accomplished. Now, what normally happens is once we can accomplish tasks, we feel much more confident, we feel much more positive, and therefore next tasks that come into our in tray are much easier to complete. We've got behaviors, a pattern that we've established. Now, remember what I said at the beginning, procrastination isn't always a bad thing. It could be a sign that your body needs recharging. It could be a sign that you're getting overwhelmed. It could be a sign that you actually need to recharge your batteries. So get for that little walk, that little exercise, reframe your mindset for your business. And procrastination is a sign that your body is saying in your brain, ooh, take a step back. You need to look at what's going on and understand and put it right. So folks, I hope you found these tips useful. I hope you found this idea of procrastination an interesting one, informative one that you can apply in your business. How do you cope with procrastination in your business? I'd love to know. Until next week, folks, happy unprocrastinating.